My favorite today, we're going to talk about my favorite three things about LinkedIn. My favorite three things about LinkedIn and how you can use them to get the most out of your time on the platform. And I really love LinkedIn a lot for a lot of different reasons and a lot of different things that I get to do, that we get to do. But really, I kind of wanted to pull out and call out three different things that I think will benefit you. And let me go ahead and move this little window over for us. So LinkedIn Live, just a little reminder, if you have any questions about LinkedIn, you can send those to me at my email here that you see, brian@brianhorvath.com, or you can go ahead and DM me, or if you're following me on social media, or if you're on my YouTube channel or Twitter or LinkedIn itself, go ahead and send me a message. I'd be glad to address those questions throughout the week, as well as on videos just like this. So it's really important that you share these questions because other people have these questions as well. And I also want to encourage you to subscribe today for free on my YouTube channel, where you can not only watch the golden nuggets of what we share here today, but also for the months and months that I've been posting weekly LinkedIn Live Q&As, all kinds of topics that I have on there, including things like networking, how to use the technology, how to use search, how to seek to serve on LinkedIn, how to write your content, how to have the ultimate LinkedIn profile. There's a lot of great stuff on there that I put up there each and every week after I'm done with today's live. Also on there, you'll find financial money management advice and help and tips and tools and tricks of the trade, as well as how to know, live, and love your purpose. You know, for a lot of us in the beginning of the year, we're kind of questioning, what is my purpose in life? And even more detailed or focused, what is my purpose this year? And so you'll find those kinds of things there. And again, LinkedIn Live every Wednesday, Q&A, share this with people, let them know about it. Please like and subscribe to the YouTube channel, get updates on when these LinkedIn Lives are happening on all these channels, not only my YouTube channel, but Facebook and Twitter as well. I'm able to stream these out to all those opportunities or all those channels. So glad you're with me today, and really excited to have you here. Today's topic, like I said already, is my three favorite things about LinkedIn and how you can use them to get the most out of your time you're investing in the platform. Because let's be honest, there are a lot of folks out there that aren't getting anything from the platform because they're not using it as well as they could be or should be. And so I want to help you to do that today with my favorite three things about LinkedIn and how you can use them to get the most out of your time on the platform. The first thing is growing your network within and outside of your industry. Excuse me. You can grow your professional network, and a lot of times it can be your personal network inside and outside of your current industry. So it's not only just about where you want to be or where you're at today, but where you want to go, where you want to be in the future. And the best place to start is now, not yesterday, not tomorrow, but today. And what I love about LinkedIn and growing your network within and outside of your industry is that LinkedIn gives us all access. There are opportunities we have to access people that we would not have known or been able to know or connect with had it not been for LinkedIn, simply because of time or space. You know, you can't be everywhere. You can't be everything to everyone. And LinkedIn allows us, with the technology that it has, gives us the ability to be able to navigate where we need to be or where we're at with our network, or the network that we want to have, because it's technologically based. It's on the web, right? We don't have to be in a physical location. Now, granted, LinkedIn will help you navigate both in person and online opportunities. But specifically, I love to start on LinkedIn, building relationships, building connections in my industry. If I was to start today, I'm going to go to build network, or I'm going to build my network on LinkedIn from folks I've worked with in the past, folks that work for me, folks that I maybe volunteered with or went to church with or synagogue or wherever you may be at in the community. Maybe it's a nonprofit organization you volunteered at, whatever the case may be. That's where you want to network first within LinkedIn. But LinkedIn can also help you leverage folks that you've known personally and connect you with folks you didn't know before. And that's based by going on, looking at connections of connections. I'm going to show you about that in a little bit. But again, not always where you've been or where you are, but where you are going. That's where you want to build your LinkedIn network. And the cool thing is you get to do it pretty quickly and for free just by creating your profile, right? You don't have to pay for access. You can have access for free in a great, great way if you just start. So here's a little example of that. Where can I start? And I already mentioned a little bit about starting within your community, within your church, or within your place of worship, or at your job current, maybe jobs in the past, people that you reported to, people that reported to you, heck, even your neighbors down the street, whatever the case may be. LinkedIn is really quick and easy for you to be able to do that. But to get even more focused, I want you to think about this. So, if you're reading trade magazines or trade publications, or you're listening to podcasts, or even watching television shows or programs, documentaries, whatever the case, wherever you consume media, how you consume media, there are people not only celebrated in those venues and those outlets, featured in those outlets. There are also people that created those that media or wrote that media. And guess what? LinkedIn, they're probably on LinkedIn with over 740 or 50 million people now on the platform. There's a good chance that that person or persons or people are on LinkedIn and have a personal profile. You can connect with them. You can share with them how you were impacted by what you read, wrote, listened to, or saw. And you don't have to pay for that, right? You don't have to go knocking on a door. You can knock on a LinkedIn door. So this past week, I was asked by a client to work on some things for him based on a Planet Money podcast. This is an NPR podcast called Planet Money. And in that was there were a few folks interviewed about the labor shortages that were going on, not only in our country, but in the world. And one of the ladies, I believe at this time her name was Alexandra, she had just really came up with this great idea about how her employees should communicate to the management, to the leadership, about what they believe their salary should be. And without getting all the details of that, I was really impressed by that strategy. It was really insightful and thought provoking, and showed, I think, that she cares about her employees. She wants to make sure they're valued and they're compensated well. Well, I went ahead and said, well, let me go see if Alexandra's on LinkedIn. Wouldn't you know it? There she is. And in about 10 minutes, 15 minutes, she's actually in Paris, France, by the way. In about 15 minutes, Alexandra said, happy to connect. And how did I do that? Well, I do share some other LinkedIn videos about how to get your LinkedIn connection request accepted quickly. But what specifically I did was, well, I had a purpose. I really was inspired. And I'm going to call this PIG, PIHG, this little acronym here, or whatever you want to call it, PIG, PIHG. And I connected with her for a purpose, right? I was impressed by what she had said. I was impressed by her strategy. I was impressed by her, just how she communicated on this podcast. And then I went to her profile and made sure I had the right person and got a little insight in what she did. See that? So P was purpose. I connected with her on purpose. I got some insight by looking and reading through her profile. And with humility, that's the H, I sent her a connection request, letting her know how I found out about her, how we were in similar industries, if you will, and how I was excited about what she had to share. Would she be open to connecting? And of course, I was thanking her in advance, and that's the G, gratitude. So when you connect with purpose, with insight, with humility, and with gratitude, you're more likely to build your network in and outside of your industry. So I really want to encourage you to do that. And that pig came up from a book called The Ultimate Sales Machine, which in that the author talks about pig-headed discipline. So I want to encourage you to set a goal to grow your network within and outside of your industry. Set a goal, folks. Set a goal of how many folks you want to connect with today. Maybe it's 3, maybe it's 5, maybe it's 10, depending on where you're at in your job search or in your building your business or so on and so forth. I want to encourage you to set a goal and be pig-headed about it, with purpose, with insight, with humility, and with gratitude. Be disciplined about actually taking steps to build your network. You'll be amazed. So let's go jump over to LinkedIn. I want to show you something really quick on the platform here. And I want to share with you how you can connect with people by already having connections built within your LinkedIn. So let's just do this. What I mean by this is, as you build people that are connections with your network of people that you know about, don't forget that LinkedIn will let you know others within the network that you can connect with that they recommend. Oh, here's another example. Maybe at Ohio State, right? So I graduated from Ohio State. Maybe there's opportunity for you to connect with people as an alum. And forgive me earlier, I said Alexandra. I think that's her partner, but I connected with Annabelle Roberts, and she's the co-founder at Present Perfect Paris. So pretty cool stuff. But so let's just use Annabelle as an example here, and let's click on Annabelle's profile. And what I want to share with you is on the right-hand side, you're going to see other opportunities for you to connect with people who might be in or who are in her network that you may want to connect with as well. Because if you're like mind, like valued, like opportunity, or in somewhat of the same industry, LinkedIn wants you to connect and wants you to stay on the platform. It wants to build networks. And if you look down the right hand side, don't miss these opportunities to connect with people that LinkedIn is recommending for you based on the connection that you have at hand. This is a great opportunity, especially when you're seeking a new position and maybe you connected with the head of HR or you connected with the vice president of sales or somebody within the IT department or whatever. Allow LinkedIn's algorithm, LinkedIn's behind the scenes, help you build your network with the right people based on who you've already connected with. So very cool stuff, right? Some of you might be like, oh, I knew that, but I'm just not doing it. Well, I'm here to help you, my friend. I'm here to help you. So that's just a nice thing I love about LinkedIn is that LinkedIn can really help you build your network quickly and effectively and efficiently based on the data that you put into it. All right, let's go to the next, my second favorite thing about LinkedIn. So the first one was grow your network within your industry. And the second one that I love is serving others with what you do best. And this is where you can really shine in your profile. If you have the perspective, if you have the mindset of seeking to serve, you can really blow your competition away, meaning folks that are fighting after the same lead or the same job opportunity or even the same volunteer position or the same speaking engagement, whatever the case may be. Wherever you serve in the marketplace, you can really shine with your LinkedIn profile by understanding what you do best and seeking to serve those who need it the most. Now, the four top places I think where you could share where you could showcase your value, where you could showcase your talent, your skills, your abilities, your dreams, goals, passions on LinkedIn is in your headline. Definitely in your headline. That is key prime real estate, not only for LinkedIn's keyword algorithms that help you connect with the right people, um, but also because if I'm a human being, I'm looking at the top of a profile and I'm seeing the headline, right? So let's just go ahead and jump into LinkedIn now and look at these together. Okay, so there's Annabelle again. Hi, Annabelle. Hope you're doing well. I'm going to jump over to my profile here, just give you an example of what I'm talking about. And so you can see in my profile here that I have my name. I have career and finance expert, which is a little secret there. If you don't want to use the personal pronouns, you can go to your settings and be able to change that to a customized personal pronoun as opposed to what LinkedIn provides you as a choice already. But here's my headline: speaker, trainer, customer success, coaching. Those are my four keywords. It's a keyword phrase that I come up with that I want to be known for and found for within LinkedIn. And then what do I do? My area of expertise is I help people to know, live, and love the purpose for their career and finances. And I'm open to new opportunities. Why? Because I'm a speaker, I'm a consultant, and a coach. And so I have opportunity to connect with more people because I'm open to new opportunities, right? For whether my products or my services or so on and so forth. But that is prime real estate for you. It's right under your profile picture. It's right under your cover image, right? And then it's your headline. So if this were a newspaper and this said New York Times on it, or Washington Post, or your favorite local paper, maybe Wall Street Journal, and then right underneath that title of the paper was your picture or a picture of what they're trying to talk to you about in the headline, and then you have the headline itself. Well, if you like what you see and you're on the right focus and you're being pigheaded, like I said earlier, with purpose and insight and humility and gratitude, then this is going to work for you to continue to scroll down that person's profile, or that person's going to continue to scroll down your profile. Okay. So huge opportunities here. Then you get to featured section and so on and so forth. But as I scroll down my profile here, the next thing I want to share with you, a place that is really important for you to showcase your value, to help people know how you're seeking to serve, is in your About section. And in your About section, you can see I also put my keywords again. I put what do I do, and I serve my clients, helping them do what. And then I put some nuggets and some bullets about specific areas: finance, career. Then I put some other words in there that help me connect with the right people within certain parts of different companies. And then I put some of my assessments, what I'm known for, professional experience. I'm just trying to use keywords, but also create a really easy to read bulleted format so people could see how I'm seeking to serve. And what do I do best? It's all listed right here. And then I'm giving a call to action, how people can connect with me both on email or phone number. You want to do that as well. You want to do that as well. You want to make it very easy to read in your summary, summarizing who you are, not just what you do, but overall who you are, what you do. So let me just jump over to my notes here real quick. I don't want to miss one of these things that I want to share with you. As you write content and copy for these sections, it's the age old, guarantee that this is the framework. Who are you? What do you do? When and where do you do it? The big one, why do you do it? And how do you do it? And I would even include in there too, what do others say about the work that you do? What do others say about the kind of person that you are, right? And so those are all great opportunities for you to really shine within your profile, in your headline, in your about section, using that who, what, when, where, why, and how framework. In addition to that, you can carry that same framework down to your experience section, as you can see here on the profile. In your experience section is another ripe and golden opportunity for you to be able to showcase your value. And this is basically what it looks like, right? I have my keyword phrase here. I'm self-employed as a business owner. Here's my company name. I have a company page as well. What's my location? You can put Tampa, St. Pete. You put Greater Tampa Bay Area. I might even want to change that. Let's see if I can change that to the Greater Tampa Bay Area. I don't know if I can or not. There are certain parts of LinkedIn. Yep, Greater Tampa Bay Area. There are certain parts of LinkedIn that shares specifics about where you are located, and then there's other places that are more general speaking. So the Greater Tampa Bay Area. Then you can see here I have more bullets that headline or highlight how I add value. What do I do? How do I help people? Where do I do it? When do I do it? Why do I do it? And then I put a couple nuggets here about how I solve problems for people. Okay. I put a little bit of some of my social media, YouTube channel, because that's where people could see how I present as a speaker, as a consultant, as a coach. And then I put a couple of free lead magnets or some publications and some books that I've written and stuff like that, and I put that there too. Okay, and then you keep going down the line here, and you'll see other opportunities for keywords, other opportunities to explain what you do and who you do it for, why you do it, where you do it, when you do it, and so on and so forth. So I really want to encourage you to not miss out these opportunities to beef up your experience, to beef up your about section, to get the right headline, and to really take advantage of not only keywords, but also allowing when people come to your profile, they're looking in the right, or they're seeing the right things in the right places so they can take action with you, whether to hire you as a consultant, whether to hire you as an employee, and so on and so forth. I'm going to continue to scroll down because the last part I want to share with you is a great opportunity for you to showcase your value, seeking to serve that you are, is in your skills and endorsements. You can see here people have endorsed me for public speaking, wellness coaching, job coaching, and I tend to spread these around and mix these up because you can have up to 50 different skills you can be endorsed for, and then LinkedIn will help categorize them for you. It's very nice. You can see these little blue check marks. That means I've taken assessments within LinkedIn on these certain software suites, and I encourage you to do that as well. Okay, as I continue to scroll down here, what I want to share with you is recommendations. Here are people that have recommended me based on certain things I've been able to do for them. You can see here my friend Melissa Bezzetto says Brian is an amazing leader, coach, and entrepreneur. She's had the pleasure of working side by side with me, and I've had the pleasure of working side by side with her over the years in different capacities, as well as serving her as a client. Here's another guy, Sean Herr. I've had the pleasure of working with Brian in different leadership capacities over a number of years. You do not want to miss these opportunities, guys, to be able to have folks say great things about you, the great person that you are, the great things you've done for them, and how you've helped them, and so on and so forth. These are huge when it comes to continue to get more kind of work or more interviews that will, well, help you serve in your purpose. Okay. So very good stuff here. Just want to encourage you to go to those certain sections where you can really serve others with what you do best. Okay. So is this sinking in? Is this making sense? So those are the top two I have so far. One is you can really grow your industry or your network within your industry and outside of your industry, not necessarily where you've been or where you're at, but where you want to go, where you're going. Start now, don't wait. Number two is seeking to serve, having that heart, having that attitude, and using LinkedIn to showcase your value add to the marketplace within those four key areas: your headline, your about, your experience, and then of course in your endorsements and skills and things like that. Okay, so let's continue with the third one, and let's get over to the little presentation here. And the third one is finding new opportunities in this ever-changing marketplace. We all know it ain't like it used to be, right? Opportunities now abound for you to chase your dream like never before. And for some of us, it's kind of been disheartening, right? Because it's not been how we've known it. It's not been how we know it. But today's ever changing marketplace, you can really begin. If you know your purpose, you can start to live it out and love it. It may not be like rocket ship to the moon kind of stuff, but you got to start somewhere. This is a great place to potentially transition. And LinkedIn gives some amazing opportunities. It's one of my favorite things to help you know, live, and love your purpose with all the opportunities that are available on LinkedIn today. LinkedIn has reported that in October 2020 versus October 2021, there are 2 times the amount of jobs posted on LinkedIn. Millions and millions of jobs are posted on LinkedIn. And because of the pandemic and things are changing in the marketplace, in 2021, there were 2 times more jobs posted on LinkedIn than the year prior. And today, another cool stat that I got from that podcast I was sharing with you earlier on Planet Money is in 2020, there were 1 out of 67 jobs posted on LinkedIn featured remote work. 1 out of 67. Today, 1 out of 6 features opportunities for remote work. That's huge difference and allows you no matter where you're at. Maybe you're in Cancun, or maybe you're in Canada, or maybe you're in Charleston, South Carolina. No matter where you're at, you can work for companies that you might not have been to work at before because of this great thing called remote work. Now, I kind of like a hybrid model. I like being in front of people. I like being around people, but I also like to go climb in my hole when I don't feel like being around people either. So that's why I like the hybrid model, but specifically, maybe remote work is a great chance for you to pivot your career, shift in your career, take on a new role you never thought you'd be able to do because you weren't close to corporate headquarters, and so on and so forth. And again, these don't always have to be new roles. These can be roles that are existing within your current company, as opposed to trying to go out and start a brand new relationship with a brand new company to prove your worth and climb the quote unquote corporate ladder there. But my favorite thing, finding new opportunities in this ever changing marketplace. What you need to do though is you need to get organized and use LinkedIn to brainstorm. And that's why some of my videos I talk about targeting your opportunities, right? Seeking to serve those who need most what you do best. Those are your target companies, your target employers, your target clients. You need to get organized with that. Then you can use LinkedIn to brainstorm, see what's possible, and get access to the roles, to the companies, and compensation you didn't have before, as well as the people. Like we talked about, my favorite thing, number one, the people you did not have access to before. Let's take a look at real quick how to do that, okay? Let's jump over to LinkedIn, and let's take a couple minutes and let's look about how you can do that. So let me jump over to my profile here. I'm going to make this window smaller, kind of move some real estate around so I can see what the heck I'm doing. And we'll go from there. So, okay, so I'm going to jump up to jobs. Let's just start there very simply, right? Jobs. And based on what my profile says, it's going to tell me what they think is going to be the best fit for me. Oops, didn't mean to click that. And so where it's getting that from is my keywords, right? So keywords that I have like speaker, consultant, coach, customer success. Those are jobs that are going to pull up first. Okay. There's also recent job searches that I've done and so on and so forth. And the cool thing about this is, and I'm a premium user, and I would encourage you that if you're in a job search, a heavy job search right now, very active job search, to go ahead and invest in premium. Max, I think it's $40 a month, but you have a chance to trial it out for 30 days, no charge. But I really want to encourage you to take a look at jobs and then use search. So all kinds of searches that you can do. I'm going to clear my search history, make this more clean. All kind of searches that you can do based on job title. Maybe it's city, maybe it's a salary range. It's a industry that you've been in, an industry that you've not been in. It's companies of people that you know work at, or there's all kinds of ways to do this. Let's go ahead and just type in. Let's see, think of a good one. IT manager. Okay. And let's go ahead and pick different places. Let's look for remote, like I told you guys. IT manager remote. So here's a whole 25,855 results for IT manager that is remote. And some of these you can see is you can even see the salary range. Okay, you can even set alerts. Now, keep in mind some of these resources or some of these little nuggets here are specific to having LinkedIn Premium. So just keep that in mind. If you don't see it in yours, that could be one of the reasons why. But very cool. You can see, oh my gosh, IT Manager Level 2, IT Enterprise Info Systems. It's remote, 91 to 106K a year. Oh, I have folks that I know from Ohio State or alumni from Ohio State that work there. It's obviously a promoted post, so IT or East Carolina is promoting this, paying LinkedIn to promote this post. You're going to see those first. But continue on and so forth down the road. All these things that have IT manager within them are available for you. And remote, you can set an alert to get alerts when new rules pop up. Okay. Let's look at the experience level. Maybe it's an internship, maybe it's entry level, maybe it's executive, maybe it's director, so on and so forth. Let's look at entry level just for a second. I say that because let's say you want to pivot, you want to move on from being an outside sales or maybe in hospitality or whatever, and you're looking to pivot to IT. It's something you enjoy, but you're new into the industry. Okay, so here's a great way to get entry level roles within IT managing or managing IT and do it remotely. So you don't have to make a big investment in moving your family or uprooting your life in your community. So all kinds of cool things that you can look at there, including salary basis. Okay, it looks like here some of the filters aren't as good as we'd like them to be because here's a senior IT auditor. That's not necessarily entry level, right? So it showed you here the jobs. It shows you can search for people, you can search for companies, and you can search at different, again, different levels. And then also you can search for hybrid, remote, on-site, and so on and so forth. You can also look at the date posted. What are the hot jobs that just got posted? So out of all those 1,000 jobs for some of those search filters we had, only 88 were posted in the past 24 hours. And you can look at those here. Right, so a whole host of opportunities here. And then, of course, you have the job description, you have the requirements, and you can easily apply within LinkedIn. You can save it. Let me even make this, try to make my window smaller. And it even tells you what skills you have that would identify well with this role. Okay. Let's say I'm interested in salary information, you get feedback. There's all kinds of cool things. Here's some competition analysis. What other people, what kind of level of people, and what degrees do they have that have searched or applied for these kind of jobs too? What areas are they in? Even though it's remote, where are these people coming from? And here's a nice premium. Some of these are premium features, but that's why I said I would encourage you to check out premium. Here's one I really like. How many employees does the company have? Is that the kind of culture you want to work in? How long people work at this company? What's the largest department within the company that's growing, and so on and so forth. Oh my gosh, the list is endless. You can have fun with this stuff. Of course, maybe I'm just because I'm just a geek. But anyway, I just want to encourage you. That's some great ways to really quickly take the work you've done with the yellow pad and paper and the brainstorming that you've done and be able to put it to work within LinkedIn search. Let's say you want to use, you want to work for a certain company. Again, I'm just making this up. Oops, AT&T. Excuse me. And it looks like there's 0 results that are posted for that. So maybe AT&T doesn't necessarily use or have jobs at these kinds of roles. Now, what if I cleared entry level? Would AT&T show up? Nope, 0 results. What if I put not past 24 hours, but I put anytime? Does AT&T have results? Yes, 5 results for AT&T. Customer service rep working from home. Again, that would be a remote role. So good stuff. You get us some fun with that. So I really encourage you to play around with that. Get excited about it. Don't apply for everything, but be focused. Be even using what we talked about earlier about being pig-headed. Be on purpose. Be insightful. Have humility. Be humble, and then of course be grateful. Okay, so guys, I'm really excited about what I want to share with you next. All this and more. If you like what you're learning so far, maybe it's slow, maybe it's fast, maybe there's some things you understand, maybe some things you don't. I'm going to bring this all together with what I call the ultimate LinkedIn profile. And you can join the waitlist today. It's not launching until February 22. Yep, that's what I said, 22222. And it's launching then. It's going to be the ultimate LinkedIn profile. It's a digital course, so I take you from the A to Z, the ups, downs, and all rounds of LinkedIn, anything from how to create your profile, how to use the algorithms, how to network effectively and appropriately, how to build community, how to participate in groups. Really, it's the whole shebang, a signature course, the ultimate LinkedIn profile. I'm very excited about it. There's been multiple iterations about it, but this is going to be amazing. I'm really fired up, as you can tell. You can get on the wait list today. It's not available for purchase yet, but I want to encourage you to go to brianhorvath.com/waitlist and join the others that are on the wait list that are looking forward to having this be released in February. All this stuff is huge for you to know, live, and love the purpose for your career and finances. And I really believe it will help serve you well, the ultimate LinkedIn profile. Now, again, remember, next week I'll be live again at noon Eastern. Send me your questions, brian@brianhorvath.com. Don't delay. Send me your email. Send me your notes. DM me, private message me, text me, email me. Send me your questions. I want to be able to serve you with what I do best and helping you with what you need most, and that's maximizing LinkedIn, helping you to make the right connections on LinkedIn. Really thankful for you being here. Again, one more time, the ultimate LinkedIn profile. I really hope that you get plugged into the wait list and all that good stuff. So let's see here. Let's get you, I just want to share with you. Again, there it is. brianhorvath.com/waitlist. Join the waitlist today for the ultimate LinkedIn profile where you can really make the right connections on LinkedIn forever and forever. You have lifetime access to this digital course I've created just for you, just for me, to help you know, live, and love the purpose for your career and finances. My friends, thank you so much. I'm so glad that you were here. I really appreciate you. Happy New Year. Glad to be standing upright and being able to serve you. I appreciate you. Have a great day. Have a super fantastic day. Go get them, my friends. Go get them. See ya.